how I met my fiance. Disclaimer, if you're against selling that cat and putting a price on your kitty, I suggest you exit, because over here, we got a price, baby, okay? I am just doing the final touches on my makeup because honestly, I filmed this video and then I was like, oh, let me film it again. People come on my comments all the time and they're like, be honest, you were out selling that cat and that's how you met him. And I was, because I have no shame in having a price on my kitty cat.
Ma'am, you should. And that's the problem right there. But you know what? I'm not even going to be mad at her. If she...
Ain't nobody mad at it. It's just that the real men, when y'all say things like this, we laugh. Especially men like me. Because you got a price on the kitty, but I can go around there and get that same kitty for free. On the house. 0.00 because she wants to fuck with me. I'm not paying the grand, 500, 200, none of that shit, but I can go smash her. And guess what? Because of the modern attitude, she kicks me out of the house afterwards. Or watch Pornhub, X videos, free. What I pay for? I don't understand it. Go ahead.
Don't got no shame in selling the cat. At least she's being
honest. Shouts out to Charles in charge.
Now the fact that she got a fiance out the deal, that's on that man who chose to wife up a
sucker.
Rule number 1 is that the whores are for everybody. Rule number 2 is you do not wife the whores. Very simple rules that if as a man you're going to sit there and actually play that game, you must abide by at all times. Because in the end, you will regret it. You may not regret it today. You may not regret it tomorrow. But one day you will wake up regretting it.
So I met my now fiance at one of my favorite hotel bars that I used to go to in Boston. I was actually waiting for my friend because she and I were going to go a little bar hopping. So as soon as I walked in and sat down, I think I was sitting down for probably like 2 minutes. He walks in with his guy friend. Immediately they walk up to me. First thing he said was, can I buy you a drink? Take notes, ladies. That is how a gentleman approaches a woman.
Shut the fuck up. Because most of these bars you go in, ladies drink free. So why do I need to offer you a drink when ladies already drinking free? That's stupid. I never understood that shit. I'm going to offer you a drink when they say ladies drink free. So basically, I'm throwing my money in the garbage can. And then on top of that, you sell cat. So who knows what kind of STDs and bullshit that you come with. But I guess that's the simp's life. Not me. Ugh.
Sitting at the bar. He didn't ask me my name. He didn't ask me what I did for a living. He didn't ask any of those things. He just asked me what I wanted to drink.
That's because he didn't care at the time. He probably was trying to see if he could smash you. When we're trying to smash you, we're not trying to act all that bullshit. She's trying to say it like this is a motherfucking, like this is a flex. It's not a flex. That means he didn't give a fuck about you, man. He doesn't want to know about you and your pathetic ways of living. Modern women, y'all need to shame women like this. Stop making prostitutes glorious and bring back prominent, classy women who value things like marriage, relationships, family, bonds, instead of being a whore and trying to make it look like, well, this is a good thing. I wouldn't want to pay for no smelly kitty. Well, let's go.
And the bartender was making our drinks. I excused myself to the ladies' room and I wanted him to see my legs because my legs were out and I was looking good, okay? And when I came back, the sitting arrangements had changed because originally his friend was sitting next to me and he was sitting on the other side to his friend. And when I came back from the bathroom, him and his friend had exchanged seats. So I obviously caught game because I'm like, okay, so obviously he really likes me, which is fine because he was the one that was swiping the card. Then at this point, my friend walks in. He offers to buy my friend a drink and, we're hanging out, we're getting to know each other, and at the end of the night, he asks me if I want to come back to his place. And obviously, I told him,
man, start doing background check on these whores. You don't wife a whore. You don't try to wife a whore. You smash them and then pass them. And if they on that old prostitute 1970 shit, you walk past them. Because what she won't do, another one will. Remember that addict, simp.
It was going to cost him because I'm sorry, you just met me. So if you're going to assume I'm going to be a hoe.
Now, ma'am, now you're being a hypocrite. Now she's trying to make the story sound like he assumed that she was a whore, therefore that's why she put a price on it. Yet, in
the way you carried yourself, he knew you were a whore. Listen to what I said, ladies. The way you carry yourself, we know if you're a whore or not. And we act accordingly. Go ahead, Charles.
very beginning of this story she told, she made it very clear that's what she does, and she doesn't have any shame about doing it. And now she's trying to make it seem like because he wanted to take her home the first night, that's why she told him it was going to cost him $1,000. I mean, now let's be honest about what we got going on right here now. She made a choice to go to a hotel bar to meet up with a friend. She already made it very clear that she does put a price on herself for men want to get access to her. Then when said man wanted to get access to her that same night, she let him know it was going to cost $1,000 in order to do so. You were doing nothing but a TikTok tutorial on how to be a high-price escort.
That gets paid. I'm not a free house. And he told me that, that wasn't something that he does, and he doesn't carry, that amount of cash on him. But he then proceeds to tell me that he would still like to get to know me and take me out to dinner one day. Most men are threatened by women that have a price on their kitty.
No, we're not. We're not threatened or intimidated by girls who have a price on their kitty. We know that you're some of the most disgusting creatures on earth. We know that you're an STD pit. Those who still want to dive into the STD pit and take that chance are simps. Real men that stand on real things would have left your ass right there at the bar and said, nah, I'm good. Hey, enjoy your night. Have a nice time. And then on top of that, you don't even look that good. You're maybe a 5 or a 6, like I say. We got to, like Kevin Samuels say, these are an example of internal 7s. We got to start treating these 7s like 7s. Humble these women, bring them back down to earth. Because they be thinking that they're dimes and goddesses and all that. But you got to pay $1,000 for the kitty. See, let me tell you something, ladies. If you was really pretty, you don't even have to put a price on it because the man is going to come out the pockets regardless. See, a lot of these simple-minded women don't understand. When you're that pretty, men come out the wallet automatically. You don't have to ask. But because you're a 5 or a 6 or an eternal 7, you think you're doing something. Let us continue.
So I was actually surprised to hear him say he would still like to take me out to dinner, even though I turned him down or told him that it was going to cost him some coins if I was to go home with him. When I gave him my number, I did not really think that he was going to actually reach out.
Yeah.
A week later, he reached out and he asked me
Oh, man.
out to dinner on our first date. Keep in mind, he met me during my birthday month. We met 3 weeks before my actual birthday, and for my actual birthday, I was going to Morocco. We went on our first date, and then we went on our second date a week before I was supposed to leave for Morocco. So he already, asked me out for our third date, but because it was my birthday month, I told him that I wasn't going to go on a third date with him unless he was going to have a gift for me because it's my birthday month. You are courting me. You want to take me out.
No, this is a case of a simp. This is simptastic. I wouldn't have took you on the first date. I'm sorry.